Okay, this is the first time I have ever done a screencast before, and so bear with me. But I'm going to go ahead and show you how to create this squeezed wedge that is a part of this logo I created. Exquisite Juice is not actual a company, but I just went ahead and made this logo here. So this is what we're going to be making. I've already got the logo here in Inkscape. That was an exported version I just showed you a second ago. What we do is we start out, in order to create this little guy right here, we start out with just a circle and ellipse tool right here. Just make a circle, and you want to turn that red, and it looks like we've got our opacity not all the way up, and so we're going to change the alpha channel to go all the way up to the top, and I'm going to make it this color of red right here. And then we're going to go ahead and on the keyboard you've got Control D. You can Control duplicate that, and we're going to take this copy and make it yellow, and just bring that in just a little bit, kind of like that. And then what you do is you take the shapes tool, which is off to the side right here, and you can go ahead and make kind of spokes. I'm going to make that red, and we want to have that just kind of be right in the center, just like that. Don't want to get too picky about it, but that looks about good. So what we can do then is we can go to Path, Difference, and then I'm going to take the Bezier tool, and I'm going to just make a line just right across it and bring that back up on itself. And I want to make that original line about halfway in the center, and I'm going to do Control Duplicate so that there's two of them there now. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to also select this yellow, go Path, Difference, select the line, red, Path, Difference, just like that. So then you can kind of see what we've got going on here. It looks quite similar, but there's still a number of things that we need to do. So one of those things is to take the yellow wedges, and we need to go to Path Effects, and it looks like I need to go to the top here. Show me Path Effects. Where are ya? In my list here. It looks like I've got too many things. Sometimes you get too many things open here on the side and you need to close out of them. But there we go. We got Path Effects. I'm going to hit that plus icon, and it's going to bring up this, and I'm going to do Envelope Deformation. And I want to add an Envelope Deformation right here. And with this Envelope Deformation, I am going to go ahead and, let me see, bring this down just a little bit. There we go. I want to do Bottom Bend Path, just like that. Now I'm going to zoom in on this, and I want to bring this down kind of like that, okay? And with this red one that's underneath, I want to bring it down too, just like that. So looks like the yellow one can be brought down a little bit more, so I'm going to seek to do that. Looks like I need to select the bottom path again though, so that I can do that. There we go. And you want to make sure when you're kind of doing this, you get scawampus little things. If you can see on the right hand side there, that line is doing some funny things. You kind of have to play with it to make sure that that's not, oops, there's some major stuff going on there. We don't want that. So I think that that looks about right. And then what we're going to do, this, if you hover it over, you can see the nodes aren't actually where they're supposed to be. And so that's because you've made a deformation with this. In order to be able to play with this path again, what you need to do is you need to go to Path, Object to Path, and now the nodes are where they should be. But you can see on this copy we've still got this kind of red underneath here. In order to get rid of that, that's what we're going to do right here. In order to get rid of that, we want to go to our Bezier tool and turn on Snap to Custom Nodes right here. And we're going to go ahead and go Snap to Custom Node here on the corner, bring it down, bring it maybe right around there, and something like that. There we go. And I want to bring this up a little bit more so that there's kind of a nice line going here. And then I'm going to do the same thing on this side right here. Snap to cusp node, just like that. Snap to cusp node, bring it back on itself. There we go. And then we're going to go and select all of these objects and go to Path, Union. Then I want to take this red guy, duplicate it, Control D on the keyboard, hold down Control and hit tap on the yellow. You go to Path, let's see here, Path intersection. That's what we want there. So that doesn't look quite like I want it to right here. So something I can do here, what I might do is just go ahead and take this. I'm going to take off the custom nodes. Just kind of make that like that. Let's see here. I want to turn that back on with this corner here. Bring it back on itself like that. Now I'm going to go to Path, Union, and I want to, let's see here, duplicate that again. We're going to do the same thing we did before, intersection. That kind of fixed that. Still got a little bit of something going on there, but we won't worry about it. So it's looking a lot more like this. There's a few other things we need to do though. One of those things is to make it so that, as you can see here, it's got some nice rounded corners, but these are some nice, well, I shouldn't say nice, they're not very nice. There's some hard edges here. So we want to get rid of those, and the way we're going to do that is to turn on get the Bezier tool again, and we are going to make sure, we've got that selected, snap to paths on this one. We can even turn off snap to cusp nodes. I don't think we'll need that with this. What we're going to do is, there we go, just kind of go along here, and this kind of will take just a little bit of time, but we're just going to make a bunch of little things like that, kind of like that. Sometimes you gotta make sure you get that just right on there. Let's see. There we go. Still got a few more to go. You can skip ahead in the video if you'd like, so that you don't have to watch me do this. Here we go. We're just going to want to take these corners out of here. Alright, now what we're going to do is we're going to select all of these black lines, go to Path, Union, and then we're going to hold Shift again, click on the yellow, and go to Path, Difference. That gives me what I want here. Now what I'm going to do, these are still not very smooth, and that's hard to do when you're just working with the paths, and so what, or with the Bezier tool. So what we're going to do is I'm actually going to delete this guy. We're just going to kind of work with this in order to kind of get it just to look the way that we want it to. I'm not entirely sure what happened here. What did I do there? If you did that the right way, you wouldn't have that funky little thing there. But that would be fairly easy to get rid of. You could do that by just kind of grabbing, we would want the cusp nodes on for this. Looks like it goes all the way over here. For this, we'll go Path, Union. That mostly gets rid of it. We'll leave it like that. We take this guy out and bring this out like that. We can just grab this line here. Sometimes you don't have to use the handles. Sometimes you can get it to look right without you having to use the handles. I'm going to try that again here. There we go. You don't want to go too far with it so that you've got kind of a bulge on the bottom part there. That'll look good. In order to pan to the right, I'm holding down Shift as I move up and down on the mouse wheel. And just like that. That'll be good. I want to bring this out just a little bit more though. There we go. And we're going to go ahead and bring this like that. I want to bring, let's see if we don't need to take that node out. I want to take that node out. Whoop! Took both those nodes out. I accidentally had them both selected. We only want this guy selected. I just hit delete on the keyboard in order to get rid of that guy. We got this handle. Sometimes those it's not, the whole thing's not called the cusp nodes, just one of those is. But anyway, we've got that. Let's go ahead and bring him down just a little bit. I think that looks about right. Okay, so it's looking good. One of the last things we need to do, I'm going to drag over this entire thing, and I'm just going to go ahead and squeeze it down just like that. I can control, let's see, it's Control G in order to group things together. You can use the buttons up here, but I try not to, it saves time. And then you can hit Control Shift G in order to ungroup them. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make these the colors that I have up here, and take that and take that. There we go. I'm just using the dropper tool in order to select the right colors there. Yeah, that's the right color. It kind of looks a little different. Is that the right color? Let me check. Do it again, just to make sure. Yeah, it looks like it is. Okay. So that is about it. You would be able to, you know, take that one out and put that one in, but I don't really need to do that. Just showing you how it works. So that's how you would create a squeezed wedge for a logo such as this one. So anyway, thanks for watching and have a wonderful day.